Well, your home is likely one of the biggest purchases you'll ever make. It's why having a trusted realtor is so important, and it's why the Fresno Association of Realtors invests so much time and money in developing its member agents. So here now from the association is CEO Desmarie Hedrick. So the Fresno Association of Realtors, it's a professional business trade association for realtors. It's where they can go for continuing education, for resources. So what can you tell us about the association and what it does for the industry, what it does for buyers and sellers, and the community?
Yeah, so we're a trade association, as you mentioned, and we've actually been around since 1905. So we've been around for quite some time. And you know, all that time, all we do is invest in our members who opt into the organization. And what that entails is a lot of education, keeping on top of the latest technology that's going to help, you know, brokers and agents alike continue their business to best serve their clients. So, you know, we offer a lot of different resources, whether it's education, tools, you know, mediation services. We like to offer as much as we can. Yes,
because real estate is one of those industries that the way you get out there, the way you sell, the contracts that you're writing, it's always changing, and you sort of need to know what the new trends are in marketing, what the new legal standards are. So there's a lot that can be gained from being a part of the association. How does that benefit trickle down to your buyers and sellers?
Yeah, so it sounds like you probably know that there's some changes coming down the pike with our industry. So right now we're doing a lot of legal updates, transaction and contract training. That way our members are equipped for the field, and that inevitably stems into our consumers. You know, they're going to be able to believe that members of the association, when they are partnering with them in their transaction, they're going to be educated, they're going to be knowledgeable of, you know, the latest definitions of what's in a contract, you know, what certain forms mean and things like that. And that's huge. I mean, as a consumer myself, I want to be sure that my professional that's helping me in the biggest purchase of our lives is understanding of the latest, you know, and again, there's always changes, and that's just, you know, the world we live in. And a part of what we try to do is make sure that our members are up to date and informed. That way the consumer is protected and there's no liability, you know, left on the table.
So it's peace of mind that if we have a realtor who is a member of the association, that they are backed by continuing education, they're backed by larger support. How do we know if a realtor is a member? Do we have to ask, or will we be, or is it obvious?
Yeah, so actually being a part of the Fresno Association, you're a part of the California and National Association. That automatically, you know, there's different classes and certifications you need to get with that, but you're able to call yourself a realtor. So
got it.
Yeah, so you know, members who aren't a part of our organization technically are real estate licensees, and so you of course can always call and reach out to us to make sure that, you know, I want to just ensure that Desmarie Hedrick is a realtor, and we can confirm that. We also have a website that you can go to and search for a realtor, and if their name pops up on our roster, they're a member of ours.
I'm so glad I asked that question, because I don't think I ever knew that. All right, so the association helps the industry, it helps buyers and sellers. How does that benefit trickle down to the community in sort of this larger capacity?
Yeah, so we have, you know, mentioned advocacy efforts. We do have lobby efforts that we put forth, you know, all year round. I mean, there's two solid trips, I'll say, that we do to Sacramento and Washington, D.C. to lobby with our legislators to ensure that, you know, certain bills are going to be passed or not going to be passed. All, you know, bottom line is making sure that it benefits the consumer, and, you know, ensuring that homeownership is possible. So that's one side of how we, you know, benefit the community as a whole. We also have a foundation, the Fresno Association and Affiliates Foundation, and we offer different scholarships to high school students. We also like to provide grants, down payment assistance for first-time home buyers, or, you know, whatever the program might be. We've done a veterans program before to ensure that, you know, we're making it affordable for those who want to buy, that we're right there, you know, being a partner in that transaction. We also partner with, through the foundation, with Habitat for Humanity. We have a build coming up that we're so excited about. Yes, it's we actually will have the announcement next week, or June, I'm sorry, I'm a little ahead in the month, but just to, you know, kind of announce our partnership, announce the family, and that's a huge thing we love to do, because that's a part of why we are what we are. You know, we want to ensure that home ownership is possible, and we're partnering to do whatever it takes to make that happen for any and everybody.
Yeah, I think, you know, real estate agents, they like to make money and they want to make the sale. Absolutely. But I think, you know, once they start doing it, in all the agents that I've talked to, all the agents that come from the association to the show, they really like seeing the first-time home buyers. They like making that sale. They like, you know, selling something that somebody is going to live in and make memories in and provide generational wealth. And so, you know, they're selling a product that's really important, especially in California.
Absolutely, a product that lasts a lifetime, you know. And if you come across a realtor, I would encourage you to ask them, can you tell me your best transaction? And I guarantee you, they're not going to tell you, oh, the time
I made this much money.
Oh, never. It's always about the single mom or the new family, or, you know, the veteran or the elderly couple that's, you know, moving closer to their grandchildren. I mean, they have those personal stories, and that's just so important to remember when it comes to hearing about a realtor, because, you know, I think real estate is the perfect example of, if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life. And I think that's so true. And I just love what we do, and I'm just so passionate to work alongside these great people that are giving back to the community and also to the economy. I mean, you know, it's a long stemming trickle effect of how we benefit.
The real estate economy in California, in every city, has a major impact on what the city can do and what happens and how you grow. So if you want to get in contact with a realtor from the Fresno Association of Realtors, we will put their contact information online. We'll link right to it on our website. Desmarie, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Always a pleasure.
Always.